Skyrim. Welcome to part 7. Of the Nord playthrough. Give me a couple moments here, get things set up. Today, we're going to be doing some main quest lines. I need to speak with Delphine, and I believe do the Falmore Embassy quest. And then we'll go from there. Hold on, I gotta check. Sorry for the... Alright, audio's good. Well, I mean, I don't know if it's good, but it's working. It's good for me. Low-key, don't think I've ever played a Breton before. At least not legitimately, like an actual playthrough. I just don't like the Bretons. Like, I feel like they're a little too, weak. Not weak, that's the wrong word. They're a little too... vanilla. You know, they're just, Bretons are basically like half elf, half man, but like more man. So, it's just weird. I've never played Daggerfall, so I don't have any, like, connections to High Rock or anything like that. I'm an Argonian man myself. Blackmarsh is my home. Before we head out, I want to read a little bit more from the monomyth. Cyrodiilic, Shezar's Song. This was a new thing that Shezar described to the gods, becoming mothers and fathers, being responsible, and making great sacrifices with no guarantee of success. But Shezar spoke beautifully to them, and moved them beyond mystery and tears. Thus the Aedra gave free birth to the world, the beasts, and the beings, making these things parts of themselves. This free birth was very painful, and afterwards the Aedra were no longer young, and strong and powerful as they had been from the beginning of days. Some Aedra were disappointed and bitter with their loss, and angry with Shezar and with all creation, for they felt Shezar had lied and tricked them. These Aedra, the gods of the Aldmer, led by Ariel, were disgusted by their enfeebled selves and by what they had created. Everything is spoiled for now and for all time, and the most we can do is teach the elven races to suffer nobly with dignity and chastise ourselves for our folly and avenge ourselves upon Shezar and his allies. Thus are the gods of the elves dark and brooding, and thus are the elves ever dissatisfied with mortality, and always proud and stoic despite the harshness of this cruel and indifferent world. Other Aedra looked upon creation and were all pleased. These Aedra, the gods of men and beast folk led by Akatosh, praised and cherished their words, the mortal races. We have suffered, and we are diminished for all time, but the mortal world we have made is glorious, filling our hearts and spirits with hope. Let us teach the mortal races to live well, to cherish beauty and honor, and to love one another as we love them. Thus are the gods of men tender and patient, and thus are men and beast folk, great in heart for joy or suffering, and ambitious for greater wisdom in a better world. Now when the Daedra lords heard Shezar, they mocked him and the other Aedra. Cut parts of ourself off and lose them? Forever? That's stupid. You'll be sorry. I lost my spot. Forever? That's stupid. You'll be sorry. We are far smarter than you, for we will create a new world out of ourselves, but we will not cut it off, or let it mock us, but we will make this world within ourselves, forever ours, and under our complete control. So, the Daedra lords created the Daedric realms, and all the ranks of lesser Daedra, great and small. And, for the most part, the Daedra lords were well pleased with this arrangement, for they always had worshippers and servants and playthings close to hand. But, at the same time, they sometimes looked with envy upon the mortal realms, for though mortals were foul and feeble and contemptible, their passions and ambitions were also far more surprising and entertaining than the antics of the lesser Daedra. Thus do the Daedra lords court and seduce certain amusing specimens of the mortal races, especially the passionate and powerful. It gives the Daedra lords special pleasure to steal away the Shezar and the Aedra. To steal away from Shezar and the Aedra, the greatest and most ambitious mortals. Not only are you fools to mutilate yourselves, gloat the Daedra lords, but you cannot even keep the best pieces, which prefer the glory and power of the Daedra lords to the feeble vulgarity of the mush-minded Aedra. Jesus, I feel like I just took acid. What the fuck did I just read? Okay. We'll continue with the next chapter when I come back. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, that's about Anu? Hold on. I already read that, though. Yeah, it's about Lorkhan, the amulet. Yeah. Magnus. The Elnofae. I don't think I've read this one, actually. Let me take a drink first. Shout out coffee. Altmeri, the heart of the world. Anu encompassed and encompasses all things, so that he might know himself. What? So that he might know himself. Okay, I get it. So that he might know himself, he created Anuel, his soul, and the soul of all things. Anuel, as all souls, was given to the self-reflection, and for this he needed to differentiate between his forms, attributes, and intellects. Thus was born Sithis, who was the sum of all the limitations Anuel would utilize to ponder himself. Anuel, who was the soul of all things, therefore became many things, and this interplay was and is the Arubis, or the Aurbis. At first, I'm going to call it the Orbis. At first, the Orbis was turbulent and confusing, as Anuel's ruminations went on without design. Aspects of the Orbis then asked for a schedule to follow, or procedures whereby they might enjoy themselves a little longer outside of perfect knowledge. So that he might know himself this way too, Anu created Auriel, the soul of his soul. Auriel bled through the Aurbis as a new force called time. With time, various aspects of the Aurbis began to understand their natures and limitations. They took names, like Magnus, or Mara, or Shen. One of these, Lorkhan, was more of a limit than a nature, so he could never last long anywhere. Lorkhan. As he entered every aspect of Anuel, Lorkhan would plant an idea that was almost wholly based on limitation. He outlined a plan to create a soul for the Aurbis, a place where the aspects of aspects might even be allowed to self-reflect. He gained many followers. Even Auriel, when told he would become the king of the New World, agreed to help Lorkhan. So, they created the Mundus, where their own aspects might live, and became the Et-Ada. But this was a trick, as Lorkhan knew this world contained more limitations than not, and was therefore hardly a thing of Anu at all. Mundus was the house of Sithis. As their aspects began to die off, many of the Et-Ada vanished completely. Some escaped like Magnus, and this is why there are no limitations to magic. Others, like Vifre, transformed themselves into the Elnophe, the earth bones, so that the whole world might not die. Some had to marry and make children just to last. Each generation was weaker than the last, and soon there were Aldmer. Darkness caved in. Lorkhan made armies out of the weakest souls and named them men, and they brought Sithis into every quarter. Auriel pleaded with Anu to take them back, but he had already filled their places with something else. But his soul was gentler and granted Auriel his bow and shield so that he might save the Aldmer from the hordes of men. Some had already fallen, like the Chimer, who listened to tainted Et-Ada, and others, like the Bosmer, who had soiled Time's line by making mannish wives. Shout out to Bosmer. Auriel could not save Atmora, the Elderwood, and it was lost to men. They were chased south and east to old Elnophe, and Lorkhan was close behind. He shattered that land into many. Finally, Trinimac, Auriel's greatest knight, knocked Lorkhan down in front of his army and reached in with more than hands to take his heart. He was undone. The men dragged Lorkhan's body away and swore blood vengeance on the heirs of Auriel for all time. But when Trinimac and Auriel tried to destroy the heart of Lorkhan, it laughed at them. It said, "This heart is the heart of the world, the one that was made to satisfy the other." So, Auriel fastened the thing to an arrow and let it fly long into the sea, where no aspect of the new world may ever find it. Shout out Red Mountain, aka Morrowind. Oh, is that it? Oh shit. Okay. Well, we finished the monomyth. Yeah, well, I feel like I just did, like, fucking jungle acid. Hold on, the monomyth. The monomyth. The monomyth. The monomyth. I don't want to keep it with me, I want to keep it here. What a fucking book, man. The monomyth. So that's like, this thing is like the This is like the Bible, basically. The monomyth. It's like the Quran. It's like telling you, like, yo, this is God. Like, this is what was before God. This is why God did what he did. And then God's kids started fighting. You know, it's the Bible, basically. Except it's fucking filled with, you know, magic. Do I have another book? I want to read another book. That was interesting. I'll read the Book of the Dragonborn. It's pretty fitting. The Book of the Dragonborn by Prior Emmeline Madrine, The Order of Talos, Wayne Priory. Year 360 of the First Era, 21st of the reign of His Majesty Pelagius IV. This is an old book. This book is like hundreds of years old. Jesus. Many people have heard the term Dragonborn. We are, of course, ruled by the Dragonborn emperors. That shows you how old this book is. But the true meaning of the term is not commonly understood. For those of us in the Order of Talos, this is a subject near and dear to our hearts. And in this book, I will attempt to illuminate the history and significance of those known as Dragonborn down through the ages. Most scholars agree that the term was first used in connection with the Covenant of Akatosh, when the blessed Saint Eliseo was given the Amulet of Kings, and the dragonfires in the Temple of the One were first lit. Yes, as everyone knows, Akatosh, looking with pity upon the plight of men, drew precious blood from his own heart, and blessed Saint Eliseo with his blood of dragons, and made a covenant that so long as Eliseo's generations were true to the dragon blood, Akatosh would endeavor to seal tight the gates of oblivion, and to deny the armies of Daedra and undead to their enemies, the Daedra loving Aelids. Those blessed by Akatosh with the dragon blood became known more simply as Dragonborn. The connection with the rulers of the Empire was thus there from the beginning. Only those of the dragon blood were able to wear the Amulet of Kings and light the dragon fires. All the legitimate rulers of the Empire have been Dragonborn. The emperors and empresses of the First Cyrodiilic Empire founded by Alesia, Reman Cyrodiil and his heirs, and of course Tiber Septim and his heirs, down to our current emperor, His Majesty Pelagius Septim IV. Okay, so this was even before Oblivion happened. Because of this connection with the emperors, however, the other significance of the Dragonborn has been obscured and largely forgotten by all but scholars and those of us dedicated to the service of the blessed Talos, who was Tiber Septim. Very few realize that being Dragonborn is not a simple matter of heredity. Being the blessing of Akatosh himself, it is beyond our understanding exactly how and why it is bestowed. Those who become emperor and light the dragon fires are surely Dragonborn. The proof is in the wearing of the amulet and the lighting of the fires. But they were Dragonborn and thus able to do these things. Or was the doing the sign of the blessing of Akatosh descending upon them? All that we can say is that it is both and neither. Okay, so they're saying either this causes it, or... Right. That makes a lot of sense. So those who become emperor and light the fires are surely Dragonborn, right? You know, they have the proof, they're wearing the amulet and lighting the fires, but they were dragonborn and able to do these things. So is it a blessing? Right. That makes sense. The sign of septims have all been dragonborn, of course, which is the reason the simplistic notion of it being hereditary has become so commonplace. Because we know for certain that the early Cyrodiilic rulers were not all related, there is also no evidence that Riemann Cyrodiil was descended from Alesia, although there are many legends that would make it so, most of them dating from the time of Riemann and likely attempts to... blah 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 blah. We know that the blades usually thought of the Emperor's bodyguards originated in Akaviri. Oh, sorry. We know that the blades, usually thought of as the Emperor's bodyguards, originated in Akaviri crusaders who invaded Tamriel for obscure reasons in the late First Era. They appear to have been searching for a dragonborn. The events at Pale Pass bear this out, and the Akaviri were the first to proclaim... I can't fucking talk. And the Akaviri were the first to proclaim Riemann Cyrodiil as dragonborn. In fact, it was the Akaviri who did the most to promote his standing as emperor. And of course, there is no known hereditary connection between Tiber Septim and any of the previous dragon rulers of Tamriel. That's interesting. Whether there can be more than one dragonborn at any time is another mystery. The emperors have done their best to dismiss this notion, but of course, the imperial succession itself means that at the very least there are 2 or more potential dragonborn at a time. That makes sense. If you have an emperor that's 60 years old, you have to think, he'll be on the way out in the next 20 years. So the next dragonborn emperor has to be born and, grow up during that time, because there can't not be an emperor. That would suck. At the very least, there are 2 or more potential dragonborn at any time. The current ruler and his or her heirs. Yes. The history of the Blades also hints at this, although little is known of these activities during the interregnum between Raymond's empire and the rise of Tiber Septim. Many believe that the Blades continued to search out and guard those they believed were or might be dragonborn. Lastly, we come to the question of the true meaning of being dragonborn. The connection with dragons is so obvious that it has almost been forgotten. In these days when dragons are a distant memory, we forget that in the early days, being dragonborn meant having the dragon blood. Some scholars believe that was meant quite literally, although the exact significance is not known. The Nords tell tales of dragonborn heroes who were great dragon slayers, able to steal the power of the dragons they killed. Indeed, it is well known that the Akaviri sought out and killed many dragons. Sought out and killed many dragons during their invasion, and there is some evidence that this continued after they became Riemann Cyrodiil's Dragon Guard. Again, the connection to dragons. The direct predecessor to the Blades of today. Okay. I leave you with what is known as the Prophecy of the Dragonborn. Dovahkiin. It often said to originate in an elder scroll, although it is sometimes also attributed to the ancient Akaviri. That makes sense? Many have attempted to decipher it, and many have also believed that its omens had been fulfilled, and that the advent of the last Dragonborn was at hand. I make no claims as an interpreter of prophecy, but it does suggest that the true significance of Akatosh's gift to mortal kind has yet to be fully understood. When misrule takes its place at the 8 corners of the world, when the brass tower walks and time is reshaped, when the thrice blessed fail and the red tower trembles, when the dragonborn ruler loses his throne and the white tower falls, when the snow tower lies sundered, kingless, bleeding, the World Eater wakes, and the wheel turns upon the last dragonborn. And that's the book. What a fucking good book. Shout out the Dovahkiin. Alright, let's go meet Delphine in Riverwood. Now that I know more about the blades. I'll just fucking... Should I? Yeah, I'll just fast travel. I probably shouldn't fast travel. It's so close. I'm just gonna take the horse. Fuck it. It's 5 a.m. I'm gonna go for a nice morning ride. And collect this Nern root. Kill this mud crab. Oh, there's another one. Damn. Alright. Off to Riverwood. I really hope, I mean, it's gotta be a necessity, but I hope that the next Elder Scrolls games, like, I hope, they do a lot more with mounts. I want to ride more stuff than just a horse, you know? Nothing too crazy, but, like, why can't I have a pet, like, baby dragon? Like, come on. Or like a fucking... why can't I have a troll that I can ride? You can get armored trolls from the Dawnguard. I want to ride one. That'd be crazy. Imagine you see a dude coming at you on top of a troll. You got the troll to worry about, but then there's a dude on top with a battle axe. What are you gonna do?
I thought I heard something.
Oh, these guys. I forgot about this. The horse putting in work. Good job. Walter H. White's horse. What does H stand for? Hartwell. That's his middle name. Walter Hartwell White. These guys were broke. I kind of feel bad for robbing them, but, you know. That's how it be. Back on the road. Is there not a... I guess the road loops around right here, right? I can, like, go up and then back down. Oh, yeah, it comes down, like, behind Riverwood. That's right.
Never should have come.
Come here, fuckers. Damn. Jesus. What is up with my throat?
Where are you?
Oh, come on. I can fit through that. You got it. Come on. Come on, you got it. There you go. Shout out the horses. Where am I going? This way. This is locked though, right? Oh.
The whole world is useless.
Oh, hello there. I did notice you come up. I was focusing my magicka. Or at least I thought I was. I don't really know what I'm doing.
This guy.
I used to think so too. See, my grandfather was a wizard. My father wouldn't talk about him much. But I found some of his things in the attic, including this staff. After that, I thought I was turning into a wizard too, because dead things near me would come to life again for a while. I even went to the College of Winterhold. They just laughed at me. The magic is in the staff, not in me, they said.
Yeah, I'll pay this guy for some
Gold
staff.
solves most problems, doesn't it? In fact, keep it. I must have used up the magic in the staff or something. It's just a dumb stick of wood now.
Nice. Staff of reanimation. This fucking guy. I paid this dude 150 gold for something that's worth almost 1,000 gold. The people of Skyrim are getting ripped off, man. Watch, I'll show you how it works, brother.
Yes?
See? That's all you gotta do. Just like that.
Please stay away while you got that spell on you.
Mm-hmm. Can I get to Riverwood through here? Yes, I can. Just gotta go through the mountain pass. And we are here.
Papas isn't too friendly with strangers, but you seem alright.
I don't think you were followed. Come on, I have a plan.
My My apologies.
We got rooms and food. Drink, too. Ain't much else to tell.
I figured out how we're going to get you into the Thalmor embassy. I've been doing this a long time, remember? While the Thalmor have been looking for me, I've been watching them. The Thalmor ambassador, Elenwen, regularly throws parties where the rich and connected cozy up to the Thalmor. I can get you into one of those parties. Once you're inside the embassy, you can get away and find Elenwen's secret files. I have a contact inside the embassy. He's not up for this kind of high-risk mission, but he can help you. His name is Malborn.
Dude,
Wood elf.
listen.
Plenty of reason to hate the Thalmor.
Listen.
You can trust him.
I got coffee, it's okay.
I'll get word for him to meet you in solitude at the Winking Skeever. You know it? While you're doing that, I'll work on getting you an invitation to Elenwen's little party. Meet me at the Solitude stables after you've arranged things with Malborn. Any questions?
No questions.
Sounds good. Be careful.
Alright. Thalmor Embassy. Other side of the map. The Winking Skeever.
Hello,
Oh,
I'm Gisli. But you can just call me Erica's sister. Everyone does.
I wasn't talking to you.
Nord. Really?
What elf?
You're who she picked? I hope she knows what she's doing. Here's the deal. I can smuggle some equipment into the embassy for you. Don't plan on bringing anything else in with you. The Thalmor takes security very seriously. Give me what you can't live without, and I'll make sure to get it into the embassy. The rest is up to you.
Okay.
Okay, I'll get this inside the embassy for you. I've
Take
gotta go. I'll find you at the
Dawnbreaker.
party. Don't worry.
I guess, yeah. My sword, my amulet, and my armor. And then some potions. There you go. I am naked.
Even rags would be preferable to your current wardrobe.
Your job is to get into the party without being fingered as a spy. I'll take care.
They won't suspect a naked man as a spy. They'll think I'm just on skooma.
Hands to yourselves.
I'm fast as fuck though with that armor.
Have you given Malborn the gear you want to smuggle into the embassy?
Yes.
Good. I have your invitation to the party. But the only way you're going to get past the guards is if they really believe you're an invited guest. Which means you need to look the part and not be armed to the teeth. Here, put this on. When you're ready, I'll keep the rest of your gear safe until you get back. You'll only have what Malborn smuggled in for you, plus whatever you can pick up inside.
There we go. Snazzy.
I guess that will have to do. You should pass for a real guest, at least until you open your mouth. Ready to board the carriage to the embassy? Don't worry, it will all be waiting for you when you get back. Just make sure you get back out of there alive with the information we need. Good luck.
You probably want someone else. I'm just the stable boy.
Ah, a fellow latecomer to Elenwen's little soiree. And arriving by carriage, no less. I salute you, sir. My lateness is due more to getting lost on the way up this god's-forsaken mountain than to any desire to actually arrive late. I prefer to arrive early, often the day before the party, so as not to miss out on any of the drinking.
Please, you first. I insist.
There's not enough drinking in the world today, wouldn't you agree?
Welcome to the Thalmor Embassy. Your invitation, please.
Dude said there's not enough drinking in the world today. Yeah, I agree. Here you go.
Thank you, sir. Go right in.
Now then, here's my invitation. I don't have a poisoned dagger strapped to my thigh, etc., etc.
I'm just doing my duty, sir. Everything's in order. Welcome back, sir.
Yes, yes. Now, to find myself a drink.
Come on. However you say your name. These fuckers
Please
are so
proceed
tall.
into the embassy.
Jesus. Look at that. Her head is on top of my head.
The Thalmor
Goodness.
Embassy welcomes
And
you.
she's probably like short for an elf. Or for a high elf anyway.
What does a fellow need to do to get a drink around here?
Welcome. I don't believe we've met. I am Elenwen, the Thalmor ambassador to Skyrim. And you are?
Yeah.
Ah, yes. I remember your name from the guest list. Please, tell me more about yourself. What brings you to this... to Skyrim? What is it, Malborn?
It's just that we've run out of the Alto wine. Do I have your permission to uncork the...
Of course. I've told you before not to bother me with such trifles.
Yes, Madam Ambassador.
My apologies. We'll have to get better acquainted later. Please, enjoy yourself.
What can I get for you, sir? Of course. Let me see if we have another bottle of that. I'll be waiting by the door for everyone to be distracted.
What does a fellow need to do to get a drink around here?
I got you.
My friend, you are very perceptive. I have a powerful thirst that cannot be slaked.
You don't say.
And none of the waiters will bring me a drink. Elenwen must have told them to cut me off, the frigid bitch. Afraid I'll cause another scene, I suppose. I need another drink.
I need to get a drink from this guy. I forgot about that.
What can I get? Here you go, sir. Is there anything else I can get for you? Farewell.
Colovian brandy. Hold on. That's some expensive drink.
Elenwen always throws quite a party.
What does a fellow need to do to get a drink around here?
Here.
Ah, the one generous soul amongst a gathering of pinch pennies and lick spittles. If there's anything I can ever do for you, do not hesitate to call upon me.
Yeah, now that you say that.
Your wish is
Shit,
my
I
command.
meant the other one.
As long as
Stop
it doesn't
talking.
involve much physical activity.
Brother.
I seem to be having trouble staying on my feet at the moment. My friend, a toast. Of course. I would do anything for you, my one and truest friend. What do you need from me? Is that all? My friend, you've come to the right person. You could say that causing a scene is somewhat of a specialty of mine. Stand back and behold my handiwork.
The Grey Quarter in Windhelm.
That dude's voice actor is good.
It's shameful that the dog.
Like you could tell that he was smiling in the booth when he was laughing.
Could I have your attention?
That dude did a good job at that part.
I have an announcement to make. I propose a toast to Elenwen, our mistress.
What are you
I
doing?
speak figuratively, of course. Nothing could be more unlikely than that someone would actually want her in their bed. Although most of you are already in bed with her. But again, I speak figuratively, of course. Fine, fine. Get your hands off me.
Let's go. Let's go. Before anyone notices us.
Wouldn't want to offend our Thalmor overlords, would we? Someone bring me a drink, quick.
So far, so good.
You're pushing
Let's
me.
hope nobody saw us slip out. We need to pass through the kitchen. Your gear is hidden in the larder. Just stay close and let me do any talking. Got it? Follow me.
Who comes, Malburn? You know I don't like strange smells in my kitchen.
A guest feeling ill. Leave the poor wretch be.
A guest? In the kitchens? You know this is against the rules.
Rules, is it, Zavani? I didn't realize that eating moon sugar was permitted. Perhaps I should ask the ambassador.
Get out of here. I saw nothing.
Your gear is in that chest. I'll lock the door behind you. Don't screw this up. Come.
Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Alright. Make sure these are all favorited. I'll favorite those two.
On. If someone misses me at the party, we're both dead.
But lately it seems like every blacksmith in Skyrim is out to prove that he's the equal of Ireland Greymane. Not really a fair comparison if you ask me.
Hurry it up. I've got to get back before I'm missed.
Did
Good
you
luck.
see those robes
You're on
marching
your own
this
now.
morning? Who are they with? More of the emissaries' treaty enforcers? Is someone there?
Come on! Should have come here.
Where are you?
I need that money. I earned it. I have my own expenses, you know. That your pet?
Oh, I didn't bring lockpicks. I didn't think about that. Huh. This is crazy. These people are playing crazy mind games. Dude. It's crazy. Ulfric is a Thalmor asset. He's a dormant... I wouldn't say agent, but... Wow. I mean, that makes sense. The Thalmor don't like the Empire. But they also don't want the Stormcloaks to win. Stormcloak victory is also to be avoided. Huh, they weren't going to kill Ulfric at Helgen. The incident at Helgen is an example where an exception had to be made. Yeah. Because it says, obviously Ulfric's death would have dramatically increased the chance of an Imperial victory, and thus harmed our overall position in Skyrim. Hey, what's up, man? I'm going through some spycraft right now. I'll figure out some crazy shit behind the scenes. Alright, what did this one. We anticipate a breakthrough in our efforts to uncover the party or power behind the dragon resurrection phenomenon, as an informant has identified a possible lead whom we have brought back to the embassy for a full interrogation. The subject is obstinate, but by all indications is holding back the information we seek. I have authorized immediate manual uncoiling. I do not expect more to be unnecessary, unless you feel time presses. I know you prefer to be present for the final questioning. I will inform you immediately when the subject is fully receptive. 2 days should tell the tale. In the meantime, if you wish to audit our technique, your expertise is welcome as always. I have placed the prisoner in the cell closest to your office stairs for your convenience. What a nice letter. Alright, let's go find this guy. So we're here, you know, invading the Elven embassy. Trying to figure out what's up. See, we think... Delphine thinks that these guys had something to do with the dragons, but apparently these guys think someone else has something to do with the dragons, so...
You're dead!
When in reality, no one has anything to do with the dragons. The dragons are part of a prophecy. Esbern, that's his name. The old guy. Fugitive capture, yeah. What? Who just fucking moaned? What the hell was that?
Listen up, spy. You're trapped in here, and we have your accomplice. Surrender immediately, or you both die.
Never mind.
Silence,
I'm dead
traitor.
already.
Move. Slowly.
I'm gonna get the jump on these guys. I'm gonna really get the jump on these guys.
He's got to be here somewhere. Is someone there?
Oh, that's my friend. No! Malborn!
I'm going to put you down!
Oh, rip Malborn. Alright, let's let this guy go. Here he is. Hello.
I told you. I don't know anything else about it. What? Who? What do you want then? Yeah, sure. Okay. Come on, this way. I've seen the guards use it to get rid of bodies. It must lead somewhere.
Put a shirt on, bro. You go ahead, I'm not done.
No problem.
Here.
Thanks for springing me. I owe you. Look me up in Riften if you make it out.
Riften. Riften. I haven't been to Riften at all in this playthrough. I haven't been to a lot of places yet in this playthrough. Let me look. I haven't been to Morthal. I haven't been to Markarth. I haven't been to... I have been to Falkreath, not really. I haven't been to Riften. And I literally just haven't been in the west side of the map at all. Except, like, here. And I've played... How long have I been streaming? An hour? I've been playing this save for 13 hours. Come on, buddy. Oh, you want to tussle? He got bitched. Ooh, novice robes, okay. That's a big bag of gold. Okay, it wasn't that big. 29. wrong turn. Where'd that guy go? Is he still up there? Hiding? Or did he escape already? I think he escaped already. To Skyrim. What comes after this? Yeah, now we have to go to Riften and find Esbern and the Rataway. Yep. Talk to Delphine first. All the way in Riverwood. Why does this bitch like to hang out in Riverwood? I mean, I know she's got her secret thing there.
Watch it.
You're new around here, so...
You made it out alive, at least. Your gear's safe in my room, as promised. Did you learn anything useful? Really? That seems hard to believe. You're sure about that? Esbern? He's alive? I thought the Thalmor must have got him years ago. That crazy old man. Figures the Thalmor would be on his trail, though, if they were trying to find out what's going on with the dragons. You mean aside from wanting to kill every blade they can lay their hands on? Esbern was one of the Blade's archivists, back before the Thalmor smashed us during the Great War. He knew everything about the ancient dragon lore of the Blades. Obsessed with it, really. Nobody paid much attention back then. I guess he wasn't as crazy as we all thought. Riften, eh? Probably down in the Ratway, then. It's where I'd go. You'd better get to Riften. Talk to Brynjolf. He's well-connected. A good starting point, at least. Oh, and when you find Esbern, if you think I'm paranoid, you may have some trouble getting him to trust you. Just ask him where he was on the 30th of Frostfall. You'll know what it means.
Yes. What chest is it in? This one? All my stuff.
What do you need, Dragonborn?
Can I disenchant a couple stuff?
What is it? Do you need something?
I do need to sell stuff. Can I sell stuff to you?
We got room. Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
That was not what I meant to choose.
Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry.
Oh, I can only sell you food? Fuck you.
I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
Yeah, I didn't mean to buy that room. I'm gonna sell stuff to Alvor. Hey, buddy.
What? The finest weapons and armor.
Wow, he doesn't want anything.
Until next time.
I guess we'll go see Belethor?
Let me know if you see anything you like.
I work for Dagoth Ur, the general goods store.
Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
Oh, I should equip that.
Do everything. Oh, no, not at all. I simply locked the doors, hid beneath my counter, and prayed to the divines that my life would be spared and my shop wouldn't burn to the ground. Other than that, everything was business as usual. Now, do you have any other painfully obvious things to say? Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
Oh, perfect.
Remember, I'll give you the best deal. Got some?
To Riften. That's right, I need to take the thing. I need to take a cart ride to Riften.
I can take you to any of the hold capital. Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. If you've never been to Riften, be sure to visit the Blackbriar Meadery. A few mugs of that, and you'll forget all.
Hold there. Before I let you into Riften, you need to pay the visitor's tax.
Hell no.
For the privilege of entering the city. What does it matter? All right, keep your voice down. You want everyone to hear you? I'll let you in. Just let me unlock the gate. The gate's unlocked.
Take my
Head
advice.
inside.
That dude tried to rip me off. I should kill him and his whole family and then take his house. But I won't. Because I'm chill like that.
I had another run-in with the Thieves' Guild.
Be careful, Mule. The Thieves' Guild has Maven Blackbriar at her back. One snap of her fingers and you could end up in Riften jail. Or worse.
They represent the reason I'm here. I can't just ignore them, Eren.
I know. I just don't want you to leave. You're the only good thing that's happened to this city in a long time.
I don't know you. You in Riften looking for trouble?
Listen, Darth Maul, I'm not scared
That's
of you.
the wrong answer. Last thing the Blackbriars need around here is some troublemaker trying to steal a piece of the action. The Blackbriars have
Black
Riften
Balls?
in their pocket and the Thieves Guild watching their back, so keep your nose out of their business. Me? I'm Maul. I watch the streets for them. If you need dirt on anything, I'm your guy. But it'll cost you. Only way you could have found one of those is by stealing it. Guess you'll fit in around here better than I thought. So what do you want to know? Do I look like a merchant to you? Get in good with them and you'll find her. Hey, you! Get over here!
I'm really
I
getting
want to
tired
talk
of
to
your
you.
excuses. When you borrowed the money, you said you'd pay it back on time and for double the usual fee.
I know I did. But how was I to know the shipment would get robbed?
Next time, keep your plans quieter, and nothing would have happened to it.
What? Are you telling me you robbed it? Why? Why are you doing this to me?
Look, Shadra, last warning. Pay up or else. All I care about is the gold. Everything else is your problem.
People of Riften.
Never done an honest day's work in your life for all that coin you're carrying, eh, lad? Never done an honest day's work in your life for all that coin you're carrying, eh, lad?
Brynjolf, I'm trying to
take
listen
a
to this
hint,
guy.
lad. You want to make
Put
some...
down your flagons filled with your vile liquids.
Looking for work? I need someone to deliver a
Oh
message
my
to
God.
Sir Blackbriar.
No, Marama. We talked about this. Talon?
Kirava, certainly we can come to some sort of an understanding. These people must be made aware of the chaos they've sown.
Enough, Marama. We've all heard of the dragons and their return. There's no need to use them as an excuse to harass our customers.
Very well, Talon. I'll remove myself from this den of iniquity.
We're not kicking you out. Just keep the sermons at the temple and let us all sin in peace.
Barn out.
Blessings of Mara upon you.
Nothing like trying to hear what a guy has to say while there's 5 other people talking to you. Why did I even come in here?
Coin,
yeah,
welcome
Brynjolf.
in. Otherwise,
I really don't want to talk to Brynjolf right now because he pissed me off. You didn't work a day in your life for all that coin, did you, lad? Shut the fuck up, Brynjolf.
Glad to see you finally came to your senses. Ah, expecting free information, eh? Help me deal with business first. Then we'll see how I can help you.
I'll
Besides,
fucking burn down
you
your
look like
house.
your pockets are a little light on coin. Am I right?
I could probably buy you. I could buy you and then sell you into slavery with the amount of money I have, but listen, I just... Oh my god. Let me find him first. Dragons are bad for business.
Passing on a golden opportunity is worse. Until next we meet, lad.
Over here. Gems
Simple. I'm going to cause a distraction. You're gonna steal Medesi's silver ring from a strongbox under his stamp. Once you have it, I want you to place it in Branche's pocket without him noticing. There's someone that wants to see him put out of business permanently. That's all you need to know. Now, you tell me when you're ready, and we'll
How
get
is
started.
Brynjolf alive? This man speaks to strangers like... Okay, let's just get this started.
Good. Wait until I start the distraction, then show me what you're made of.
Rare trinkets.
Everyone, gather round. I have something amazing to show you that demands your attention. This way, everyone. Over here. No pushing, no shove. Plenty of room.
Brynjolf, what is it this time?
Patience, Branche. This. Until
That's
next
what
we
you said
meet,
about
lad.
the wisp essence,
I've got a
and it
fucking
turned
wait for
out
him
to
to
be
finish.
crushed nerm root mixed with water.
Well, that was a simple misunderstanding. But this item is the real thing. Lads and lasses, I give you Falma Blood Elixir.
Oh, come on. Are you talking about the snow elves?
The one and only. Mystical beings who live in legends and were masters of great magic. Imagine the power that coursed through their veins.
How did you get that, then? No one's seen them in years.
My sources must remain a secret for their own protection, but I can promise you that the contents are genuine. One sip of the elixir and your wishes will be granted. Great wealth, everlasting life, or perhaps limitless power could be yours.
How much does it cost?
Only 20 gold septims. Hurry, before my supply is gone.
20 coins? No one has that much.
Grow back that missing limb.
What if he's right? Maybe I'll buy one.
He gives other merchants a bad name.
Please hurry. I only have a few bottles left.
I could get rich and stop selling these trinkets.
Until next we meet, lad.
Oh my god.
Until next we meet, lad.
Oh, I have to fucking put it on a dude. I forgot about that. Oh my... I'll be back.
No, I didn't. It's not what it was.